Hi everyone, and this is Mr. Ege, and in this STEM design class, in this video, we're going to focus on creation of chess pieces. And first of all of the chess pieces has one thing that is common. It's the pedestal, the base that each one of them sits on. So we're going to start from a pedestal. When we create the one pedestal drawing, we're going to save it as under the name pedestal, and then we're going to move on to the first piece, that is pawn, and save the same pedestal drawing under the name pawn. And if you start knight 3D model, then you're going to save the pedestal, start the pedestal drawing, and then save it as a knight. So this is how we're going to do it. Save time and energy and money, perhaps, every single time. So pedestal has to be created and saved under the name pedestal first. So if you look at the design in your hand, you don't have to do it exactly the same, but I suggest you to follow the dimensions, because there is a common concepts of proportions and dimensions that's supposed to be applied on intellectual games such as chess. And let's start it. Now, this is originally this project is designed to be done with inside the AutoCAD, and AutoCAD enables you to do this, but we are this time applying Inventor. Inventor is more commonly used by the professional mechanical engineers, air and space engineers. Most of the engineers use Inventor successfully. AutoCAD is also applicable. If you choose to do AutoCAD, it's up to you. I'm going to leave it to you. I can help you with that too. But in this video, we're going to focusing on the creation of the solid model of the pedestal using Inventor. So what do we do in the Inventor? We start the Inventor first, and we just start inch system. Okay, Inventor, go to new command, you select the English system, and under .ipt, which is Inventor part drawing, you start the .ipt in English inch system. And after that, you go to origin. You know already Inventor. You need to select the plane first. The plane, you're going to find the plane of your choice under the origin. So you click on the plus button next to origin. It opens all the folders inside, and you choose XY plane for the pedestal. It's good for the pedestal, so we click on the XY plane, and then together with the blue area appears at the center of your screen. There is a icon. If you move your cursor on it, the label, create the sketch label, will appear. Click on that icon to create a sketch. Now you have a green center point, okay, at the cross sections of the two vertical a pair of lines, vertical and horizontal, and we're going to create here an octagon with the 8 sides. So under the rectangle on the top left corner of the ribbon, there's an arrow, click on it, and at the very bottom of the list of the items, there's a polygon. Click on the Polygon command. Octagon is 8 sides, and the default is 6, so I'm going to change to 8. Okay, and then I'm going to move my cursor over the center, the green area, and until my cursor enlarges that green area. That means computer sees, your software sees that your choice of starting point. Click on it. If you move your cursor up, okay, or alongside the horizontal line, okay, the dimension grows, the octagon grows. Now, we do not have dimension for this particular octagon currently showing. So I'm looking at the number. It's supposed to fit in 2 inch by 2 inch square. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to estimate, because I don't have a dimension showing up right now, I'm going to estimate a point and click on it. Okay. But that's not good enough. I'm not even sure it is 2 inch or not. So I need to go to dimension, select the top line and select the right opposite line and move my cursor and dimension it. It reads 1.236, whatever. Okay, that number has to change to 2. So because it's highlighted in blue, I'm going to enter 2, enter. Okay, so now this is correct size. We're going to extrude this. This is going to extrude octagon for 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and for that I need to finish the sketch. All right, and actually I want to see the extrusion, so I'm going to move this everything a little bit. Okay, and select the extrude command. I want to go extrusion up, and the default is 1 inch extrusion. We don't want that. 0.25 is good. Enter. Okay. One extrusion is done. Pretty good. Now we need another octagon. For that, computer is expecting you to select a plane, and I move my cursor to the top plane, click on it, and then click on the create sketch. Okay. I will go again, a Polygon Command with the H side, select the midpoint, move my cursor up. Okay, this time I'm going to go with perhaps 1.6. I'm going to go like that and click on the surface. Again, to be sure, okay, and done, click on the done button and dimension it. Control Z if there is a mistake. Select 2 lines, go outside. Okay, so let's make it 1.66. It could be 1.7, it could be 1.6. I'm going to make 1.7. Okay. And now we're good. And finish the sketch and extrude. Again, extrusion is going to be 1.7, 0.25 extrusion. It's a Boolean addition. Okay, and okay. Good. We're going to do this one more time. It's a 3-floor, 3-layer. Click. And use sketch, polygon, center point, move up, about the same size. Okay. And we are done, but we need to dimension it. Okay, now it says 1.38. Let's make it 1.4. Okay. Enter. Finish the sketch and extrude. 0.25 and okay. Okay, so this is pretty much the pedestal. However, in the engineering world, we apply materials. Okay, so application of materials is very important concept. So any choice of a material is acceptable. I'm going to leave it to you, but I'm going to choose wood, walnut, perhaps. Okay, and number of other things can be done. We can make the corners rounder. Okay, so I'm going to use the fillet command and select the exterior corners. Okay. Change the angle a little bit so that we can see more. I think all the corners are filleted successfully. I'm going to just OK. Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm going to save it as pedestal. I suggest you, strongly suggest you go to your personal file, personal folder, and I strongly suggest you to save it in the folder that carries your school ID, school student number. Okay, I'm gonna go by myself and type. All right, pedestal by again, save. Okay, so this is one assignment accomplished, but now we're going to do the next assignment. Next assignment is night. Night is specifically difficult because it requires freehand drawing on the screen. And let me demonstrate how we're going to do the night. First of all, you start your pedestal drawing. If this is done, please save it on pedestal. This is 1 grade, and you're going to receive an A for this, okay? And next, we're going to go with the night. So when you have the pedestal drawing open in front of you, you go File, Save As. This time, night. Even though this is not night. Okay, we're going to save it as night because this is going to become night. Okay. Right now, what bothers me is that it's keep changing its direction. So this bothers me. We're going to change that to be front view. Okay. Set current view as home. Okay. Fixed distance fit to view. Okay, so I'm setting the current view as front. Okay, that's how I started. I mean, it ended up differently, but now it's perfect. Okay, and save again one more time. All right, how do we start? How do we start the night? We need plane, and we have to go to origin to find a plane. This may be a good plane. I'm not sure if this is a good plane. This is not a good plane. So YZ plane or XZ plane. I'm going to choose XZ plane. Okay, and click OK. Perfect. I just want to make sure that it passes at the center, and it does. Now we need to draw a rectangle. What is the rectangle that I want to draw? The rectangle that the night silhouette, the portrait of the night to fit in. And the size of it is 4 inches by 2.5 inches. I'm sorry, 2.5 inches by 4 inches. 2.5 inches by. So, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start a line from the center point here. Go to the left, which is going to be half of 2.5 inches. So, like, I'm going to type as if I don't know what the half of 2.5 inches. I'm going to just type 2.5 divided by 2. Just to see if it's going to work. It did. Perfect. All right, so this is your starting point of the rectangle. You always plan ahead. You always plan ahead because this line, particular line, even though I'm not going to use it later, it's called construction line. And to draw a construction line, actually, the rectangle is also my construction line. Both of the lines are not going to be used, but this is your proper starting point. So that's why I drew this line, which is half of 2.5, which is 1.25. So go to the rectangle, select the rectangle, pick the end of the line easily. Okay, now we're talking about drawing length of 2.5 It is highlighted already, 2.5. Press the tab key, 4 inches, 4, enter. Okay, let's take a look at it. All right, so we have the frame, the marquee after. It may take more than one try. And don't be intimidated. If you are artistically oriented, it's going to be easy for you to draw this. But again, even for the artistically oriented, it may take more than one try, several tries. So enjoy it, have fun. Have fun from the experience of doing it, okay? Nobody does anything perfectly in the first try, all right? So we're drawing a profile of the knight. So what we need here is line command. All right, and take a good look at the design that I left for you, okay? And actually I printed out several copies, quite a few copies in the classroom, okay? The knight has a face, see, ears, everything is gonna fit in here, okay? And the neck. Okay, so this is how we're going to do. And let's give it a try. And parts of the knight is almost touching to the rectangle. Okay. Click on this, and I'm going to start around here. Okay, the whole point of it is the last point should match the first point, okay? I'm not even sure this line is correct. So I'm going to extend this line here and draw another line between this point and this point. Okay. Let's see. How does it look? Do you think we can extend this corner a little bit more further? Okay. Did I change this line? Yeah, let's change this line a little bit. Let's erase this. Okay, so let's give it a try and see what it looks like. Okay, finish the sketch, change the angle a little bit, and extrude. That will be extruded to 0.7, 3/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to type 0.75. Okay. Select the knight. It's going to be two-way extrusion. and OK. Well, it's not perfect, but this will do, serve the purpose. Maybe we should make the corners round with the fillet command. So let's go to fillet command and see if we can use fillet in certain areas, particularly. 0.25. Let's take a look at it. It's OK. How about just 0.1? Would that work? Okay, so after I try a few things, I find out that 0.9 is working. So I'm just going to go to fillet. I'm just going to choose a corner and go to fillet, okay? And change the radius 0.09, okay? We don't need fillet everywhere. Here's, I'm going to leave it the way it is. All right, sometimes it takes more than once. Don't be discouraged if it refuses to do things, okay? Cool. All right, if you came to this point, perhaps it is best to save your design, okay, and start the pawn drawing. All right, so more or less, this is what the knight is going to look like, okay, when it's finished. Obviously, every designer, every engineer, every architect, they have their own style. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. I did not give you, purposefully, I did not give you the old dimensions of the knight. I could give you the dimensions, but I want you to just design it your own way, okay? And there's not only one kind of knight piece of the chess. There are all kinds of them out there. So now we're going to start the pedestal assignment. Okay, the project. After this, now that this is saved, and I'm going to go to, okay, again, save as I did before, knight, okay, and then I'm going to now open brand new drawing, okay, and the new drawing, click. Actually, I'm going to open an existing drawing. It's called pedestal drawing. Okay. It's asking me whether it wants to save it. It's already saved, so no, I'm going to say no. Okay, this is the pedestal drawing selected. So when the pedestal selected, first, okay, change the direction. All right, and make it look like pretty much the way it's supposed to be. And if it is not perfectly straight, make it perfectly straight. And then even change your view cube on the top right-hand corner and set current view. Okay, fit the view. Press the right mouse button. Reset the front view. Okay. And set the current view as front view. All right, now this is pedestal, but I'm going to change it now, and it's going to be palm. So I'm going to save it as, I go to save as and save as a palm. And I suggest you do the same. Make sure you put your name on it every time you say Pawnbyege, pound you by your last name, pound by your first name. Okay? Cool. Okay, so the pawn is going to fit in, okay, in a square of 2.5 inches by 3 inches. Okay, the pawn is the smallest part of the chess pieces, 6 chess pieces, and also it has the smallest value, but it's important to win the game. It has a 1.0 value, okay, and for that reason, okay, we're gonna just make it a little bit smaller, anytime smaller, okay? So we go to origin again, as usual. And why do we go there and click on the plus button on the left side of the origin folder? We need to choose YZ plane, okay, or XZ plane perhaps, and click. XZ plane is better. And click on the create sketch. Now sketch is created. And this time I'm going to start the line from the center point. I go to the left side, okay, and 1.25 or 1.25 inch. So 1.25, enter. Why am I doing that? because it is half of 2.5 inches rectangle, and this is your, I need a rectangle starting point. And rectangle command on the top, you should move your cursor to the start point, end point of the line, and you create the rectangle of 2.5 by 3. So the length of the rectangle is already showing. So I'm typing all 2.5, press the tab key, the height is now showing, type 3, enter key. Okay, so the rectangle that the design is going to fit, okay, already is there. Is everybody clear on this? I hope so. So the pound has a round head on the top. So we're going to pick a point approximately around here and create the, let me do this one more time. Click on this circle, okay, and click here. One more time. Click here and click on it. Okay. And this is the head, like every chess piece represents a person actually in the real world of chess. And we're going to draw a line. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to draw an arc. And when it comes to line, okay, there are splines available. And I like splines actually. Splines are really cool. I wonder if we can use spline here. I'm going to try this one more time. Spline command. And I'm going to draw a straight line now at the center. And I'm going to use trim command. Okay, so when you use the trim command, you will have, okay, this profile. Okay, so it's a closed polyline profile. A vertical line is made out of two pieces of, so I did not draw one single vertical line. I just created the two. So this is one vertical line, this is another one in the center. And I trimmed off anything extra out of the circle. And we have this color of the pound. We have a spline. Spline is going all the way to the center. Okay? All right. So here we're all done. Now I'm going to go to revolve command. Okay, you're learning revolve. Revolve usually selects profile first. So you move your cursor inside the pound profile, click, and then it says select axes. Click inside, select axes, and select the vertical line, one of the vertical lines, and instantly it generates and revolves everything. Okay, and if this is what you had in mind, more or less what, okay, click OK. All right, and then you save your work, obviously. So pound is created. Okay, please show your teacher to get a feedback. Okay, this is 1 pound. It looks enormous. It looks better than 1 point that it represents in the whole entire chess game. But remember, the entire chess game is approximately 50, 55 moves. And you have quite a few pounds, right? 8 pounds and 16 pieces to keep in mind. So there are bigger and more important. So in the next video, we're going to focus on the bishop. I think we're going to be able to hopefully create the bishop from the pawn. Okay, at least we're going to be start the pawn and do the bishop from the pawn. Okay, thank you very much for your time. All right, and as soon as you finish your pawn and pedestal assignments, please show your teacher, get your feedback, and have a great day.